This is John Colo with GrowingYourGreens.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. I'm here at Walmart. To show you guys a 2025 gardening section here at Walmart, and I'm glad to say that this is the best gardening section that Walmart has ever had. And my personal opinion, I mean, Home Depot's across the way. Walmart is now beating Home Depot and Lowe's for carrying the best organic gardening products, guys. You guys don't understand. This is groundbreaking. This is something that I never thought would happen. Walmart actually has some of my favorite garden products that I use myself that aren't even available at many nurseries, plant nurseries. Anyways, let's go ahead into Walmart and I'll show you guys my top 5 or 6 favorite organic fertilizers as well as organic products and other gardening products Walmart has this year. And I want you guys to check out your local Walmart, over 4,000 stores nationwide, so that these products have a wide availability, and Walmart is making these organic products more available so you guys could grow organically and elevate your garden to have the most growth ever, like a lot of my viewers have already experienced through taking my suggestions. So anyways, let's head into Walmart and find out the best gardening products for 2025. So we're here in Walmart and I want to show you guys my favorite picks this year for Walmart's garden section. All right, so let's take a look. This is like the seed and starting mix. They have several different starting mixes, including the Burpee starting mix. They also have the Whitney Farms starting mix. They're all about 8 dry quarts, but all of them actually, for starting mix, if you guys want to get organic starting mix, I recommend the Jiffy starting mix. This is actually 12 dry quarts, so it's actually, some of the other ones are 8 dry quarts, and this one's actually $5.97. This is even like $2 cheaper than like Home Depot. And this is the starting mix I use, been using it for years. Solid starting mix, gonna help you get your plant starts going. Now, they have a lot of these disposable Ferry Morris like plastic packs. I don't recommend those, guys. They like last a little bit. They are using really inexpensive, cheap recycled plastic that likely be toxic. I've never had luck with the Jiffy, like peat pots. They never break down in the ground, so I just basically end up tearing them off. But I do like these, actually. These are Burpee Super Seed Pop Out. What these are actually silicone in the bottom, and so they just are flexible. So they're reusable, and these look like to be really good, durable cases. They have in different sizes, 36, 16 count, 8 count. I think these are around like $12 for these. The one problem I see with these is that they don't include a freaking dome top to keep the humidity levels up. I suppose you could use like some saran wrap, but I wish Burpee would have thought of that, because surely other kits they offer include like a dome top. But once again, this dome top is, you know, more cheap plastic, but also it has like the really cheap starter plastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on and find out the best organic gardening products this year at Walmart. All right, so here's the big seed selection. I guess the main seeds they sell are the Ferry Morris seeds. They're non-GMO. I mean, whatever. $1.96 is definitely a good price. It's available near you. They got a lot of varieties. You know, a lot of these varieties are more common. If you guys buy the seeds, I recommend maybe getting some rainbow mix instead of just a standard orange carrots. They're more nutritious. And, you know, which cucumber should you buy? I would say that try different ones, you know, see which ones. Some may grow better for you than not. I'd probably go with the Tasty Green hybrid. That looks to be like more like a burpless style, like non-bitter skin. But a lot of these are traditional. If you really want better seeds, then I'd recommend buying seeds online from like rareseeds.com. You know, if I was growing okra, they got some standard Clemson and Louisiana okra, but I would look for some purple okra. They have a smaller selection of organic seeds for about 50 cents more. I mean, if you got 50 cents more, I think it's a good idea to buy organic seeds whenever possible. But, you know, don't be like, oh, if it's not organic, I'm not going to buy it. You know, hey, even organic produce you buy in the store can use non-organic seeds if organic seeds are not available. And then the other brand of seeds I got is Back to the Roots. Back to the Roots is a huge company. they never really, I think they're just kind of getting into selling more products, which I think overall is good. I have not tested the quality of the seeds, whereas, you know, Ferry Morris is a long-standing seed company. But this section is all organic, but it's going to cost you $1 more, you know, per seed packet. So I'd say if money's tight, man, just honestly, guys, go with the non-organic. I don't know, man. I'm not the biggest fan of like, or I gotta have organic seeds. Like, I'll start non-organic seeds, whatever I could get, you know. But if it's inorganic, hey, I'll spend a little bit more to get it. And of course, I do recommend you guys get some herbs as well, especially things like basil, cilantro. They have a lot more nutrition than standard vegetables. And of course, they have a nice flower section. And I'll remind you guys that some of these flowers are edible. They probably won't necessarily say that on the package. I know the sweet alyssum is actually edible. I know the marigolds can be eaten also, although these seeds may be grown not for edible uses. I would grow them out and eat them, of course. Nasturtiums are quite edible as well, are some of my favorites that they are selling that I would grow, not only for eating, but also for the pollinators and for the beneficial insects. All right, let's head outside to more of the garden section and check it out. All right, first up, guys, I never thought I would cover this section, but I was walking by here, and they got some cool, you know, ceramic pots. I do recommend you guys growing in ceramic instead of plastic if you guys have like a patio garden. But I thought this was ingenious. Like, somebody should have did this sooner. Basically, what they have is a 8-inch terracotta planter, and it's basically just a ceramic pot, but it's basically around it is like a clear plastic, and there's no holes in the bottom of the pot. So what happens is you lift this up, you fill this little container with water. This is just solid on the bottom. You put this in there, and now this is basically like a self-watering container. The water will seep through and the plant will draw up as long as you have a nice potting soil mix inside the container. The water. So I kind of like this as a gadget. It'd make a good little gift if you want to grow indoors. You know, you could use it outdoors, but yeah, I kind of like this. This is really cool. And I hope these style pots come out in larger sizes and make it more useful. Of course, if you're handy, you could make one of these yourself. You could just take like a regular pot here. You'd have to seal up the hole in the bottom, and then you could just stick it in and maybe hang it or something somehow in a larger pot to suck up the water. But I like this as an all-in-one thing that they make already for you. Let's go down the main gardening aisle with all the fertilizer and pest control products. Let's take a look. They got the house brand of Walmart products. It's the Expert Gardener brand, and they got other brands. But the best dry fertilizer here of all of them, they got a lot of organic selections, guys. So I want to really commend Walmart on having a lot of organic available. My favorite organic fertilizer is the Dr. Earth homegrown organic and natural tomato and vegetable herb fertilizer with true biotic inside. They're a company I trust. Omri listed on there, and I mean that's the fertilizer actually I use myself. So that's what I'll tell you. It's a good price, you know. You can get other organic fertilizers for cheaper, but I'd say go with the brand that I trust, Dr. Earth for sure. And if you guys are looking for some liquid fertilizer, I would definitely stay away from Miracle Grow. But honestly, the best liquid fertilizer they got here is the Alaska fish fertilizer. This is a fish emulsion, not a fish hydrolysate. I use a fish hydrolysate. It's a lot better than fish emulsion if you guys are going to use a fish product. But if you guys don't want to order online, I'll put a link down below to my video on hydrolysate and why it's better than the emulsion. But Walmart has this for the cheapest price. I mean, this is cheaper than Lowe's, cheaper than Home Depot, cheaper than most hydroponic shops. Once again, it's organic, certified, Omri listed, won't burn. And, you know, definitely, guys, only get the 1 gallon. They have a smaller size, but it's, you know, a lot more expensive. But yeah, best fertilizer. Foliar feed this on weekly, guys, and you guys are going to see some amazing growth this year. All right. Another product I like a lot, actually, that I use myself is $12.96, and it's the Garden Safe Take Root product. I use it for rooting my cuttings. Really works good. Now the next section, guys, this is only in select Walmarts. Not every Walmart's going to have this back to the roots section. There's a few things that are not yet stocked here. Most of the items are, but check this out, guys. I never thought I'd see this in a store. This is Azomite. This is the rock dust that I've been talking about for like ever since I started my YouTube channel. Actually, my YouTube channel has started to promote rock dust and Azomite and other organic soil amendments. And I was like, yeah, if you go into a store and ask for Azomite, they're going to think you're like from outer space because they don't know what you are, where you're from. I wish they would say it's rock dust besides just the brand name of Azomite, because that's really what it is. And it says like a multivitamin for a garden. I don't know if it's a multivitamin. I'd say a multi-mineral for your garden. So I'm gonna, you know, like put some shame on Back to the Roots for not calling it the right thing. Anyways, it says loaded with minerals and micronutrients sourced from ancient volcanic ash in Utah, remineralized depleted soils, increases soil fertility, promotes larger root systems. Actually, that's proven by science. Now, it is rather expensive, guys. 3 pounds for 10 bucks, so it's $3.33 a pound, but it's available near you. I mean, I think back in the day when I'd get it delivered and I'd work with people to ship where you rock dust, it was at least $2 a pound or something like that. If you get this, I could get Azomite at a local store here. You know, probably like a 50-pound bag for about 25 bucks, so it's like 50 cents a pound. Usually feed stores might have it, but I'm glad that everybody now could buy Azomite, and if you've never gotten it before, I do recommend buying it and trying it out in a little area of your garden. 3 pounds is not going to go far. Like, this is like for if you're doing potted plants and stuff, like it's not a good quantity to do much else. You know, they also have a lot of nitrogen-fixing cover crops, actually soybeans, hairy vetch, field peas, even yellow mustard, actually, which is cool. Also, they got alfalfa meal now. Here's a selection for kelp meal that's actually out of stock. That's actually quite expensive for kelp meal. They have blood and bone meal, organic. I don't recommend these guys. I recommend staying away from those. But it's what is really impressive to me is they got actually my favorite brand of Mycorrhizae. You know, I hope they sell really well because people don't really know what these are. But this is actually what I sprinkle on every single root of every transplant that I grow in my garden. This exact brand. I've been using Plant Success for years. So like this is the best one. I mean, like seriously guys, Walmart, not Home Depot and not Lowe's or even a garden center has these products all in one shop, all in one place. It's amazing. Like, man, my hat's off to Walmart. Now carrying Mycorrhizae, my favorite product I use of course the Azomite rock dust in my garden. And then let's go down. They not just have one style of worm castings, but they got 2 different worm castings. The Earth Science brand is cheaper. Of course, all worm casting quality could vary. The worm casting is only as good as what the worms are being fed. I have no idea what the worms are being fed. So if you guys want the best worm castings, really, buy 1 bag of each and mix them half and half and then use that in your garden. All right, guys, I want to show you guys one last product here. I mean, dude, hats off to Walmart gardening center people, you know, who do the buying. I mean, hopefully these products sell. But check it out, guys. Walmart is now selling like a compost and biochar. So this is an activated biochar with the compost already made in with the mycorrhizal fungi. Like, this is super impressive. You can't even find this at like Home Depot or Walmart. So I really hope that some of these products sell well here and they keep having them every single year, because these products are the products that you need to take your vegetable garden and your garden to the next level. They enrich and build the soil. But at the same time, we could like look up and we could see products that actually take away, in my opinion, from the soil. So all right, so to recap my favorite products here at Walmart, once again, the worm castings, 1, biochar and compost, number 2, Azomite rock dust, number 3, and of course the granular mycorrhiza, 4, the Dr. Earth fertilizer, 5, and the last organic product for fertilization of your plants, of course, fish fertilizer. Man, Walmart is rocking it with all their organic selections. Of course, like I said, this section is only available in like 2 of the stores in my area with all the Azomite and stuff. Other stores simply don't carry some of these items, so you're gonna have to maybe check a larger store. And if you go on to walmart.com, you can see if actually they stock the Azomite at your local store or not. And so before you make a trip, you can see what stores near you may or may not sell them. All right, so love the fertilizer section. Some of the best fertilizers, honestly. We're going to flip around here to the pesticides and the herbicides. Of course, you know, Walmart still sells probably a lot of Roundup and glyphosate. Not a fan of. Avoid this section, and actually I don't try to even to walk near here. It smells. But Walmart is getting some natural alternatives. So the Sunday Weed Warrior kills grass and weeds just like Roundup would, but it's OMRI listed for organic use. Of course, better than even that, because that stuff's 25 bucks. Get a thing of vinegar concentrate. You could use this like straight on weeds. Don't put this in your garden. I would put it only in the cracks in your sidewalks. But if you just dilute the vinegar with some dish soap and some salt, that'll kill weeds as well. Of course, besides having just standard fungicides that I'm not the biggest fan of, they have like things like Dr. Earth's insect garden vegetable killers and all these things, and Fungicide 3 and organic options. Honestly, I'm not, you know, particularly a fan of some of the products they have here. I will say that I do like the neem product, the Neem Max. It's a 4-in-1 insecticide, fungicide, mildewcide, and nemicide. This is the premix. It's $19.97. That being said, don't waste your money on buying water. I would say you guys get the concentrated Neem Max. This is 12 ounces, but it makes up to 12 gallons, guys. And you're buying like a half gallon here for 20 bucks, or like 10 gallons here for $12.96. I would stick with the name brand, but of course, if you guys want to get the Walmart house brand of the neem oil, you know, that's right here, and it's a bit cheaper. This is probably going to make about 15 gallons for $12.67. So definitely quite impressive. All right, another amazing organic pesticide that you guys could buy, either in an RTU, which is ready to use, which is the Harris Diatametious Earth. Let's see, I don't know the price on this, but basically you could just take off the top and just squirt this. You could actually see it kind of coming out the cracks. You definitely want to wear a mask, but it kills cockroaches, fleas, ants, bed bugs, and more. Kills aphids. It basically works by dehydration. It pulls out the liquid out of their exoskeletons. Of course, the better deal is you get this like big bag, $8.48 at my Walmart. Big bag, 4 pounds of Diatametious Earth food grade. They add that to animal food sometimes, but yeah, you could use it for pest control. You'll need to get something like this that you put it in, and then you just squeeze this, and then basically it'll squirt out. This actually little puffer thing I think is on clearance here. It's like $2. I'm probably going to just pick one up just to have. And then of course, if you're using the Diatametious Earth, guys, don't risk your health. I had a friend that actually messed up his lungs through the Diatametious Earth. It may have caused his demise, unfortunately. So you definitely want to wear a mask when applying the Diatametious Earth. Alright guys, I want to go over some more products here that I've used in the past with good luck. Let's see, when I did have some issues with some rodents. I have used the Rat X, and that's a good non-toxic rat control if they eat it instead of like other toxic ones. Let's see, I'll tell you guys like what doesn't work also. So don't waste your money on these fruit fly traps, right? Just make your own with like a cone. These fruit fly traps here, I mean, I bought these and like the flies just basically fly out of them. It doesn't work for me. And then for the ant bait, I definitely would recommend the Taro. It's a non-toxic ant killer. Basically, it's made with like borax or boric acid and like sugar water. You could make your own with boric acid, which they also sell here, as well as some corn syrup. And then recently I've had some flies, so I use this pop-up fly trap. Works really well, but it stinks to holy heck. All right, so I think that's it. Coming at you from the Walmart Garden Center, showing you guys the best organic products this season. All right, so that's it from the Walmart Garden section for 2025. These are the best organic garden products here at Walmart. Hope you guys enjoyed this video learning about my opinions on my favorite garden products and the ones you should look out for at your local Walmart to start growing more organically, increase the quality of your soil and minerals and microbes so you guys could have the best growing season ever. If you guys like this episode, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also be sure to share this with other gardeners so that they know the best products available at Walmart near you. Also be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss my new and upcoming episodes. I'll be coming out every 5 to 7 days. You never know where I'll show up, what you'll be learning on my gardening channel. Make sure you click the little bell to get notified as my new videos come out. And finally, be sure to check my past episodes. The past episodes are a wealth of knowledge. Over 1,700 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to teach you guys how to grow your own food at home. So with that, my name is John Kohler with growingyourgreens.com. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, keep on growing.